contractually, some of these I'm not supposed to reveal here, but okay, minimum, it will take also 30 days for us to get paid. So that's about 60 days for GCC to get payment. So we need also a supplier who can stand with us. It's a back-to-back agreement. It's what we want to do, because I also need cash flows to run the business, not only food because there's maintenance, as well as we have banks which have come and approached us. I'll tell you when we can give you more information. Banks which have approached us, they want all our suppliers that we recruit to, once we have a contract with you, we introduce you to this bank, then you can take it from there. There's discounted invoicing. They can give you also a small percentage, a lower interest rate, because they know who you're dealing with. But only don't default and say, because I'm working for GCC. So we can also see how we can discuss and favor each other. Maybe we can give you an advance of maybe 30% on your invoice. Thank you very much.
Okay. You, Doctor? Go ahead.
Hi. So I'm going to say this, but caveat it to say I'm not a tax expert, so don't hold me to this. I will just talk from our experience. So clearly, what GCC referenced, right? So we are working also with local banks, and we have introduced some of our suppliers. And as we work together, we will also do that. We'll introduce you to banking partners, and there are instruments like discounting facilities, short-term loans that the banks are ready and they're prepared to offer. However, I will say cash is king at the end of the day, right? And it's really also about proper planning. If you have to pay the URA 15 days after, sorry, the 15th of the next month after the invoice is issued. So you plan your invoicing and your cash process such that the 15 days after is not at a disadvantage. The 15th of the next month is not at a disadvantage to the timing of the cash flow or cash input from us, which is also pegged to the cash input from our contractor. What I would also add, as a second-tier contractor, we are in the same boat pretty much. We understand the challenges of even securing some of these instruments. So we have to manage our own risks, but what we have also done is some sensitivity and understanding of the needs of the local suppliers or the community suppliers. So where, for example, we defer, because we know there have been challenges to get performance guarantees, for example, and in some of the contracts we've signed, we defer the performance guarantee until after you've received at least 2 or 3 payments from us. So these are some of the the ways that we have tried to be understanding and supportive of the suppliers. But I would really advise to really think about the planning aspect, so that for example, you don't send an invoice on the 28th when you have to pay taxes on the 15th of the next month. If you plan properly your cash outflow and all of that, if you send the invoice on the 1st or 2nd, right, you have more breathing space until you are able to then balance the cash flow challenges or discrepancy between what you receive and then when you have to pay to the URA. But again, talk to your tax advisor, please. Don't take this as tax advice.
Very good. Thank you very much. And we are all in the right place. The tax consultants are here. The lawyers are here. URA is coming in this afternoon. They're going to be making a presentation. The contractors are here. They have booths in the exhibition lounges. Please approach them. Let's have these conversations. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready into lunch time. You will allow me bring this session to a close. And I want to just give our panelists, each and every one of them, just half a minute, 30 seconds, to give your parting shots, especially assuring the people in this room that you're committed to them. You're committed to national content. You're committed to saying, look, come, let's talk. Where can we find you? Where can we have these conversations? Because we all came to this convention so that we can get into good deals and make money at the end of the day. That's what we're here for. We are not doing charity. If we can start with the lady, with Rebecca over here.
Well, absolutely. As we said before, we are fully committed to the local content requirements. We've been here for 10 years or more already and have proven experience in delivering that training. Case Hospital have their hospital in Kampala. Dr. Fowles is available for everybody to go and knock on his doors, and all of the contact details were on our presentation, which we'll share with everybody later on. So,
very good. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much, and thank you everybody for giving us your time. We're here, we're committed to building, to delivering our project, but also to creating a national, a regional champion. And I think this is a great opportunity for everyone in this room to seize the moment. And we'll work together to create champions, regional champions, out of this opportunity that we've been given.
Thank you. Mr. Nyaika.
Thank you everyone. As Mantrack Uganda, we are committed to the National Content Strategy Plan, and our location is 7th Street Industrial Area. We are committed to developing the local suppliers and supporting them in overcoming the challenges experienced in executing business. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Disham.
Hello. Yeah, as committed, we are here today, each day. So we are available. We have a booth upstairs for Bureau Veritas, so you can come anytime and have discussion with us. Otherwise, we have our Bureau Veritas office and team. We have our regional chief executive, Cyprian Kabis, who is available here. So any moment you feel, you can connect us over email, through phone, and or any other face-to-face meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Madame Estella.
Thank you, everyone. It's working. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for lending us your ears. We'd like to reassure you at Mota, our doors are open to absolutely every one of you. Our head of procurement is in the building as well. You can rush to him, but do not feel limited. We have our MD here as well, and a whole team willing to give you all the information you require. And we look forward to really making sure that national content is implemented at its best.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Musinga.
Hello. Thank you very much. Based on the figures we gave you, those are our KPIs. We're not forging them. Those are our KPIs to both POW and their commitment to the local content. We're sticking to them. And we're still welcoming suppliers. Feel free to contact us on our booth outside. There are cards, there are numbers. You can always get in touch. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to an end of this session, I think the message is clear. This train of oil and gas is already on the tracks. First tier is aware and gone. Second tier, they're right here. And they're saying that there are opportunities for tier 3, which we can take advantage of. The people in camp services are saying, look, if you can provide us what we need for the next number of years, sustainable demand will be able to get into contract with you. Not just a one-off, not hit and run. They're here for a marriage. So let's take this opportunity. If this opportunity passes us by, like Mr. Ernest Rubondo said yesterday, within 3, 4, 5 years from today, we'll look back and start wondering what happened, while others grab the opportunity and run with it. So all these suppliers and many more, and McDermott are here in the exhibition lounges. Let's engage, let's talk, let's have the conversation. Yes, let's have the conversation. I want to invite our chairman. He wants to say something as we close. Maybe if I can have a microphone, just passed on to him. But even as he comes up to wrap up this session, I want to thank you for being a good audience. I want to remind you that lunch is at the helipad after here. And my name remains Humphrey Asimwe from Multilines International, a regional freight forwarding, logistics and transport company. It was nice having you. I want to invite Honorable Carol Hanga to say something.
Thank you, Humphrey. No, I really demanded for the microphone because I want to make it absolutely clear that this session is the fulcrum of the entire conference. It might not be so apparent to everyone, but the truth of the matter is that when we think about the opportunity in oil and gas, we think about Total and Sinopec. When you break it down to the first tier, that is Sinopec and McDermott, and as we hear in the afternoon on the pipeline, but when you go down to the next contractor, remember, they want to make profit at Total and the government. So as you go down, they keep squeezing you to provide services at a cheaper price so that the profit can be made by government from its oil, because the major shareholder. So the next tier also squeezes you to provide the service cheaper so they can make a little profit. And as you go down, 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 you are squeezing to get the last juice. So as you come down, you have very little profit. Now once you take that into account, so where is the real problem? The problem is, again, government. And why? It is tax. As you heard from Mr. Musinga, if he's going to buy food from a village somewhere in Kapchorwa, he has to buy it at the cheapest possible price, and he needs it sustained. But as he buys, URA immediately invoices. And the only person who is forgiven tax is Total and Sinopec. The rest of subcontractors are supposed to pay tax. So if you raise the invoice and you pay tax, and you go now to tier 1, let's say to Kamot, by the time Kamot doesn't pay you, you start saying that Kamot doesn't pay, or Motor Angel doesn't pay subcontractors. And the reason is because there is a gap, and by the time you get paid by Total, and as you had 60 days, actually it's not 60 days, it's 90 days. By that time, the supplier in Kapchorwa is going to be having a riot against GCC. So when you have a meeting this afternoon with URA, all of you, please, raise your voices so that they understand that this business cannot be done in the usual way. You have done an invoice, pay tax. You have no money. Nobody has paid you anything. You have only supplied goods or services, and you are waiting to be paid. And you are not going to be paid now, you're going to be paid minimum 30 days. And if you have gone to the bank, it is even worse, because there they have to pay for you your performance guarantee, and they are charging you. So the whole of this industry today, that's why I called this as the real serious conference of this month. Because in the end, it is about being paid. It's about providing service, being paid. And the person stopping you is the tax person. And the person who is forgiven tax is the big person. The small person is being taxed. So what have we done when we realized this? We've written a letter on your behalf to URA and to the Ministry of Finance as a Chamber of Mines and Petroleum, pointing out this huge lacuna. Lacuna is the word we like to use in law. This gap. The government hasn't understood business. And today I was seeing some member of parliament saying that we are not screaming against the government. We are screaming, but we don't have to go public. But I'm asking you now, join us, because we are your chamber. Join us and scream when you meet URA. So I'm drumming support of the chamber so that URA can hear us. But thank you very much for giving me the microphone.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Karuhanga. I think the war cry has been heard this afternoon when we have URA here. Let us remind them we are doing business, we are compliant to pay taxes, but they need to understand how our business cycle operates. And they need to be able to, you know, in as much as, like Honorable Karuhanga said, the big boy is forgiven, okay? He has this tax exemption. But the rest of us down the road, we pay full and we are charged immediately. No, let's join in with the chamber. Let's make this hard. But thank you very much. Let's give a big hand clap to our panel this afternoon. Much appreciated to GCC, Motor Angel, Bureau Veritas, Mantrak, KB, and Uganda United Healthcare and Case Hospital. Lunch is down at the helipad. We should be back in at most 30 minutes for the next session. Bon appetit.